Hi friends, welcome to INSPI Genius for JEE, IIT JEE 2020. In this session, this is the very second session for the division package. Today we are going to cover the kinematic 2D, in which we covered the projectile questions. That is the day 2. The quick revision package for the IIT JEE Mains 2020 day 2 by Abhishek Tiwari. Please like, subscribe for early updates. Thank you. So before we start the numericals of this part, I just like to brief you about some terms so that we can easily solve the problems. So you can see in the sheet or on the screen there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 blocks which are related to the kinematics. In first block, it has been described that how the velocity and the displacement is related. We already studied about the displacement in the velocity time relation, that v equals to dx by dt, and acceleration again we differentiate it and we get dv by dt, or we simply can say that d2x dt square is equal to v dv by dx. So this is the relation that we are going to use in the problems. Second, some numericals based on the linear motions, that's the equation of motion in one dimension. Motion with uniform velocity, that is s is equal to v into t. S is the displacement, v is the velocity and t is the time. That is for the uniform velocity. But for the uniform acceleration, we use s is equal to ut plus half at square. We consider acceleration also. If because here it is in the uniform velocity, acceleration is 0, but in uniform acceleration we consider the acceleration also. So s is equal to ut plus half at square. V equals to u plus at, and v square equals to u square plus 2as. V is the final velocity, u is the initial velocity. Here is a one more equation, that is for the nth second, how much the object has traveled for the nth second, that is u plus 2n minus 1 a by 2, where n is the second, nth second. Now coming up to the third, that is a graphical representation of the motion. And the slope of tangent position time graph gives the velocity. How is been described? How can it be described? Means if we take the graph between what? That's the of position time. We take the position and time. So this is the uniform when object is moving with the constant velocity. There are a number of graphs that we have already studied in K1D. This is a brief introduction about these topics. The slope of tangent VT curve gives the acceleration. Area enclosed between VT curve and the time axis between an interval of a time gives displacement. Slope of tangent between A and T curve gives the rate of change of acceleration. Area enclosed between AT curve and the time axis between an interval of a time gives change in velocity. So I think this must be clear how the graphical questions can be solved. This is the when v, a and x are given to you, you have to use this formulas for the equation. If you have to find the motion or the linear motion with the uniform velocity or the uniform acceleration, we use this equations. For the graph, we use this concept. For the projectile in 2D, when object is thrown at some oblique or horizontal direction, then we come across to some terms, that is time of flight, range, maximum height and equation of trajectory. So there is some basic formulas that we are going to put and we get the answer in the problems. So here is the time, is the total time flight, means an object is thrown. You can see here the graph is shown. An object is thrown with the initial velocity u at angle theta, then it will move like this and touches on the same level of the ground on this point. So the total time taken from point this to this in air is given by 2u sine theta by g, where u is the initial velocity, theta is at which an object has been thrown from the ground level, g is the acceleration due to gravity, that is going to be 9.81 meter per second square. Is the range. What is range? Range is the horizontal distance between the initial and final position. So r equals to, we denoted by r, u square sine 2 theta upon g. So this is the formula we use for the range, find the horizontal distance. Maximum height is the, we can say it lie between the mid of the range. Maximum height means an object is thrown from the ground level. After this point, if we make it A as a point, after this point, then object again move in downward direction. Here, before the highest maximum height, the object is going upward, and after reaching to the maximum height, it goes downward. So the formula that we are going to use for this is u square sine square theta upon 2g. Here in the problem, we just plug in the values and we get the maximum height of the projectile. Now the equation of the trajectory. Equation of the trajectory tells us about the how the object is moving in air. So here's the equation we derived from y is equal to x tan theta minus 1 by 2 g x square upon u square sec square theta. So this is the formula that we are going to use for making the equation of trajectory. That is nothing but the equation, parabolic equation. We can see that y is directly proportional to the x square. So it is a parabolic equation. Now if some conditional problem if came, then we use it. That is a maximum range. The maximum range condition is that when object is thrown at an angle of 45 degree. This is a very much question that has been asked many competitive paper, that at what angle if we throw an object so that its range is maximum. So for the maximum range, the theta should be 45 degree. Now for a given speed and a given range, if we have given a speed and as for the range, then there are two possible angles of the projection, that is theta and 90 minus theta. This is also the objective type questions. So this is the brief introduction about the projectile. Now coming to the again for the projectile on inclined plane. This is on the horizontal when the level is same. On the incline means we are going to use an inclined plane. And now an object has been thrown and it will lie like this, as you can see in this figure. Here the initial velocity is u and the angle of this wedge, or we can see this triangular block, is beta, and the alpha is the angle by which the object has been thrown from the ground level. This is the ground level. So we directly manipulate this equation and we get that the time of flight is 2u sine alpha minus beta upon g cos beta. Here we change the component, is a vertical component. Now the g has been changed to this direction, so it is going to be g cos beta. And also the theta, we has used the in horizontal plane we use sine theta. Here is alpha minus beta. This is for alpha, this is beta. So alpha minus beta, we get this angle. What is the range? If you can see in the horizontal plane, the equation, that's how the formula is u square sine 2 theta upon g. Here we simply get 2u square sine alpha minus beta cos alpha upon 2 cos beta. This is a little bit typical from the horizontal plain formula, but if you learn it, it is much better to solve the problems. If it comes in examination, you straight get the answer. Otherwise, you have to manipulate and find the range. So this is for the projectile on an inclined plane. Now coming to the relative velocity. What is the relative velocity? We already studied in kinematics one dimension that it is VAV. VAV means velocity of A with respect to B. It is same on the inclined plane, means in the projectile also the velocity of A minus velocity of B object. We get the relative velocity. Magnitude as such, जैसे हम निकालते थे पहले, magnitude is 2 bars between this velocity denotes that it has a magnitude value. So under root VA square plus VB square minus 2 VA VB cos theta. Now what is the direction? Because we are calculating on the velocity, so it has a direction also. So tan alpha is VB sin theta upon VA minus VB cos theta. So this is the basically the small introductory part for the kinematic for which we are going to solve the problems. So let us start with the numerical problems. Here's the problem. If you can see, two paper screens A and B are separated by a distance of 200 meters. A bullet pierces A and B. The hole in B is 40 centimeters below the hole A. If the bullet is traveling horizontally at the time of the hitting A, then the velocity of the bullet, we have to find the velocity of the bullet. Here it is the bullet. Now let us solve the problem. Here it is the bullet and it is moving in horizontal direction. This is a paper sheet A and this is the sheet B. This is screen A, this is screen B. When it hits A, it's moved in the horizontal direction. But as soon as it crosses the A, screen A, it follows some projectile motion and hit on the screen B, which is 40 centimeters below the hole A. If it hit the paper screen A, then below 40 centimeters it hits B. So we have to find out the velocity of bullet at A. So for that we know when this starts moving. If we see here, bullet hits at A and it's penetrate B. It hits A and then B. A and B. So it follows some projectile. This is kind of motion. So if you can see, अगर हम यहाँ से देखें दो शीट्स के बीच में A और B के बीच में ये horizontal distance भी travel करा, means it is moving like this also and vertical also, vertical downward. यानी कि यहाँ पे object यानी bullet जो move कर रहा है वो दो डायरेक्शन में मूव कर रहा है. That is why it is a two-dimensional motion in x direction and in y direction. When object is at maximum height, जब हम प्रोजेक्टाइल, इसको अगर हम नेगेटिव डायरेक्शन में देखें तो एक प्रोजेक्टाइल का होगा, ऐसे फॉलो करें तो जो मैक्सिमम हाइट पे होता है तो उसकी जो वेलोसिटी कंपोनेंट x डायरेक्शन में होता है और जो y डायरेक्शन में होता है वो अलग होती है. दैट इज vy we take as 0 and vx it can be any. So from this we can say that s is equal to ux into t. यानी कि ये जो डिस्टेंस इसको ट्रैवल करना पड़ा यहाँ पे, दिस डिस्टेंस इज इक्वल टू ux, यानी इनिशियल वेलोसिटी इस डायरेक्शन में कितनी है ux है और टाइम उसको हॉरिजॉन्टल लेंगे. बट एक चीज़ का हम यूज़ करेंगे कि हॉरिजॉन्टल टाइम और वर्टिकल टाइम जो है वो बुलेट के लिए सेम होगा. जितना टाइम उसको हॉरिजॉन्टल ट्रैवल करने में लगा फ्रॉम ए टू बी, उतना ही टाइम इसको वर्टिकल करने में लगेगा, नीचे भी आने में लगेगा। साइमल्टेनियसली इट इज गोइंग डाउनवर्ड एंड फॉरवर्ड। जैसे जैसे वो मूव कर रहा है वो नीचे भी जा रहा है और आगे भी जा रहा है, तो उसका हॉरिजॉन्टल टाइम और वर्टिकल टाइम क्या होगा, सेम होगा। सो टाइम विल बी सेम। नाउ इफ वी सी इन सेकंड इक्वेशन, इसको हम S1 लिख लेते हैं एस, ओके। देन इन सेकंड इक्वेशन इट इज अ सिंपली वी कैन से ux into t. now s equals to इनिशियल वेलोसिटी। अब हम y डायरेक्शन की बात करेंगे। y डायरेक्शन में अगर हम देखेंगे, इसको हम x कर लेते हैं, इसको हम अगर y लिखते हैं तो y क्या हो जाएगा, uy into t, क्योंकि वर्टिकल कंपोनेंट की बात कर रहे हैं। ये कौन सा है, हॉरिजॉन्टल कंपोनेंट है, x डायरेक्शन में है। और ये तो 1/2 g t स्क्वायर। यहाँ से हम क्या करेंगे, इसको हम सिर्फ करेंगे सब्स्टिट्यूट। द वैल्यू हैज गोइंग टू बी सब्स्टिट्यूट विच इज दी वर्टिकल। कितना डाउन किया था, ये 40 किया था सेंटीमीटर में, याद करना रखना इसको। 40/100 कर देते हैं, मीटर्स में हो गया। इनिशियल वेलोसिटी हमने क्या बताई, 0 है, तो ये टर्म 0 हो जाएगा। 1/2 जी की वैल्यू डालते हैं, 10 डाल देते हैं। और टाइम हम यहाँ से देखते हैं, क्योंकि टाइम दोनों का क्या होगा, सेम होगा। तो वी कैन से टी जो यहाँ से निकल के आएगा, टी इक्वल्स टू एस एक्स बाय यू एक्स। एस एक्स कितना है, दोनों का बीच का डिस्टेंस दे ही रखा है, 200 दे रखा है। सो वी कैन से दैट 200 मीटर्स में है अपॉन यू एक्स। यू एक्स की वैल्यू कितनी दे रखी है, इनिशियल वेलोसिटी, दैट वी आर गोइंग टू कैलकुलेट। सो यू एक्स होल स्क्वायर। सिंपली इस इक्वेशन को हम सॉल्व करेंगे एंड वी गेट u इक्वल्स टू 700 मीटर पर सेकेंड। सो दिस इज द आंसर। हियर द आंसर इज D. Let us see the next problem. Two balls A and B of a mass is 100 grams and 300 grams respectively are pushed horizontally from a table of a height 3 meters. A ball A has a push so that its initial velocity is 10 meter per second, and the ball B is pushed so that the initial velocity is 15 meter per second. Find the time it takes to each ball to hit the ground, and what is the difference in the distance between the points of the impact of the two balls on the ground. Means if you can see the two balls A and B are put, so it can move like this. One fall at point this, let it be A, and another ball hit at point B, this is. So let the distance between them is x. We have to find what is the difference in the distance between the points and their time to hit the ground. Let us solve this problem. So before, if you can see from the table to the ground, it has a vertical motion. If we consider the vertical motion, because we know about the height, if we consider the vertical motion, we can simply use the equation of linear motion, that is sy वर्टिकल मोशन के लिए यूज कर रहे हैं, uy into t plus 1/2 gt square. Simply we get time as we put the values, respective values. इनिशियल वेलोसिटी क्या हो जाएगी, uy की क्या हो जाएगी, 0 हो जाएगी। क्यों, क्योंकि ये हॉरिजॉन्टल मोशन है। कोई भी अगर हॉरिजॉन्टल मोशन होता है तो उसका जो इनिशियल वेलोसिटी है यू एक्स, तो कुछ भी हो सकता है, बट एट द मैक्सिमम हाइट यू वाई कितना हो जाएगा, 0 हो जाएगा। सो दिस टर्म इज 0। सो 1/2 जी की वैल्यू ग्रेविटी 10 रखेंगे, टी की वैल्यू हमें निकालनी ही है। वी सिंपली फाइंड एस टी इक्वल्स टू 0.78 seconds. So this is the time. Now we already calculated the time. So डिस्टेंस कितना होगा, हॉरिजॉन्टल डिस्टेंस कितना होगा, सिंपली s इज इक्वल टू, अगर हम x की बात करें, यू एक्स इंटू टी। यू एक्स कितना दे रखा है, हर एक बॉल का यू एक्स दे रखा है। अगर हम a की बात करते हैं तो एस ए इज इक्वल टू यू ए इंटू टाइम। तो वी कैन इजीली कैलकुलेट द हॉरिजॉन्टल डिस्टेंस, बिकॉज द वर्टिकल यहाँ से हम इजीली हॉरिजॉन्टल डिस्टेंस कैरी आउट कर सकते हैं। टाइम तो दोनों का केस में सेम ही होगा वर्टिकल मोशन में। ठीक है। तो यहाँ पे ए के लिए हम निकाल लेते हैं, यू ए कितना था 10 मीटर पर सेकेंड और टाइम कितना है 0.78। सो वी गेट आंसर एज 7.8 मीटर। अगर हम बी की बात करें तो बी की वैल्यू कितनी हो जाएगी, यू बी इंटू टी, टाइम सेम रहेगा। तो यहाँ से यू बी की वैल्यू 15 डालेंगे इंटू 0.7 and we simply get 11.7 meter. So in both the case we get the value as our inter distance is 11 point and 7.8 meter from the value in its ground level. The difference minus them when we get the difference. If it is if in the problem it has been asked what is the distance between the two balls, then we simply minus them, so we get the answer. So this is all about this. Let us see the next problem. The car is traveling with a velocity of 10 km per hour on a straight road. The driver of a car throws a parcel with a velocity of 10 root 2 km per hour. When the car is passing by the man standing on the side of the road, the parcel is to reach the man. The direction of throw makes the following angle with the direction of the car. Look, it is a very simple problem, but you have to study, means you have to read this problem very carefully, then you will definitely get the answer. It is nothing in this problem that you have to use the concept only. You can see if the problem is saying when a car is moving in the direction, let us see that the car is moving in particular direction, let it be in this direction. अगर इस डायरेक्शन में कार किसी वेलोसिटी v1 से मूव कर रही है और उसने कार में जो ड्राइवर बैठा है उसने वेलोसिटी इतनी वेलोसिटी से उस पार्सल को थ्रो किया, तो किस एंगल पे थ्रो किया, सपोज करो हमने इसको ले लिया एंगल थीटा पे, तो जो मैन है उसको ये इस एंगल पे जिससे कि इसके पास ये पहुंच जाए, इस एंगल को हमें फाइंड करना सो दैट इट विल रीच किस वेलोसिटी से, लेट इट बी v2। इट इज़ गिवन v1 और v2। v1 यानी कार की वेलोसिटी कितनी दे रखी है 10 km per hour and velocity by which the driver has thrown the parcel is 10 root 2 km per hour. If you can see the triangle, this is right angle triangle, means if you make the direction with theta, simply we can see the cos theta is what, this 10 by v2 means 10 root 2. This is v1 and this is v2. Cos theta v1 upon v2 is equal to 1 by root 2. All we know that the cos theta means when theta is 45 degree, we get the value is 1 by root 2. So it is very straight problem, nothing to do into it, and we get the answer. So कहने का मतलब ये है कि प्रॉब्लम को कभी भी किसी इतनी डीपली भी नहीं लेके जाना है कि आप इसमें कुछ और तरीके से प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करना शुरू कर दो. लेट इट बी व्हाट वी हैव टू फाइंड एंड व्हाट इज गिवन. जस्ट सी एंड ट्राई टू solve the problem in very simpler way. Let us solve the next problem. The body is projected with the velocity v1 from the point A as in figure. At the same time, another body is projected vertically upward from B with the velocity v2. The point B lies vertically below the highest point. For both the bodies to collide, v1 by v2 should be, we have to find out the v1 by v2, that the ratio of the one body to the ratio of the another body. Simply इसमें क्या कह रहा है कि एक बॉडी A किसी को एंगल हमने 30 डिग्री से उसको थ्रो किया, दूसरी बॉडी वर्टिकली मैक्सिमम हाइट के जस्ट नीचे पड़ी हुई है. जब ये दोनों एक साथ मूव करेगी तो क्या होगा, इट विल कोलाइड एट दी मैक्सिमम हाइट. बिकॉज यू कैन सी ऑन द ग्राफिक एट द मैक्सिमम हाइट दे विल कोलाइड. मीन्स बोथ द बॉडीज, बोथ द बॉल्स हैव द सेम मैक्सिमम हाइट. एज soon as it reaches the maximum height, it has the both has distance covered, vertical distance has been same. So we use the same concept to solve this problem. Here you can see the maximum height formula. What is the maximum height formula? Maximum height is u square sin square theta upon 2g. We simply equate for body A and B. So For A and B, we simply plug in the values. V1 square sine square theta, theta is 30 degree, upon 2g, that is equal to V2 sine 90. In this case the angle is 90 degree, so sine 90 is 1 upon 2g. Cancel out this, we can get V1 by V2 as simply 1 by 2. अंडर रूट दोनों तरफ से निकल जाएगा तो 1 by 2. So the ratio is 0.5. I think the problem is very much clear. Let us see the next problem. A ball is thrown from the ground with a velocity of 20 root 3 meter per second from an angle of 60 degree with the horizontal. As you can see, the ball has been thrown with a 60 degree angle. The ball will be at the height of 40 meter from the ground after time t. Means we have to find the all the way the ball has reached 40 meter vertical height, what will be the time simply. So vertical component use करेंगे, simply हम vertical equation use करेंगे. Vertical equation use करने के लिए हमें क्या करेंगे, हमारे पास इक्वेशन कौन सी है, s इज इक्वल टू ut प्लस हाफ gt स्क्वायर. लीनियर इक्वेशन हम यूज़ करेंगे यहाँ पे. s जो है वर्टिकल यूज़ करेंगे 40. इनिशियल वेलोसिटी कितना हो गया, इसका हम अगर वर्टिकल कंपोनेंट देखें तो क्या हो जाएगा, u sin थीटा हो जाएगा. एज इन द हॉरिजॉन्टल कंपोनेंट इज यूज cos थीटा, बट यहाँ पे हमें cos थीटा का कोई यूज़ नहीं है. सिंपली वी यूज़ दी u sin थीटा इंटू t. क्योंकि मोशन अपवर्ड हो रहा है तो g की वैल्यू क्या करेंगे, नेगेटिव रखेंगे. तो इट इज -1/2 इंटू जी की वैल्यू 10 रखते हैं. इट इज टी स्क्वायर. इट इज नथिंग बट द क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन. अगर हम वैल्यूज पुट अप करते हैं, इसकी वैल्यू कितनी थी, 20 रूट 3 साइन 30 की वैल्यू, सॉरी 60 है, साइन 60 की वैल्यू रूट 3/2 इंटू टी माइनस 5t स्क्वायर. सिंपली एक क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन हमारे सामने आ गई, इसको हम सिंपली क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन लिख देंगे. 5t स्क्वायर माइनस 30t प्लस 40, दैट इज इक्वल टू दिस. वी सॉल्व दिस क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन एंड वी गेट एस द tan as 2 और 4, 2 और 4. तो इसके अंदर ऑप्शन अगर हम देखें तो 2 मिल रहा है. 2 सेकेंड इज दी ऑप्शन. अगर 4 होता तो 4 हो जाए, क्योंकि वो जाएगा भी और आएगा भी. तो हो सकता है जब वापस 40 मीटर यानी कि ऐसे जाने के बाद वो यहाँ पे पहुँचेगा तो भी तो 40 मीटर ही होगा. तो यहाँ पे क्या मिलेगा, 4 सेकेंड. तो 4 सेकेंड में पूछ सकते हैं, बट यहाँ पे हमें क्या ऑप्शन मिल रहा है, 2 सेकेंड. तो 2 सेकेंड इज द करेक्ट आंसर. Now the problem is the ball rolls off the top of a stair way with the horizontal velocity u meter per second. If the steps are h meters high and b meters wide, the ball will hit the edge of the nth step where n. We have to find the n value. प्रॉब्लम पहले समझते हैं. प्रॉब्लम कहना क्या चाहता है. प्रॉब्लम ये कह रहा है कि जो स्टेप्स हैं, सपोज स्टेयर्स हैं लाइक दिस, तो इसकी जो ये हॉरिजॉन्टल है दैट इज़ ऑफ बी विड्थ, और जो वर्टिकल हाइट है वो h है. अगर हम वर्टिकल डिस्टेंस की बात करें, अगर एक स्टेयर की बात करते हैं तो हाइट कितनी होगी, h होगी. अगर 2 स्टेयर्स की बात करते हैं हाइट कितनी हो जाएगी, 2h हो जाएगी. 3 की करेंगे 3h. तो nth स्टेयर की अगर वर्टिकल मोशन की बात करते हैं तो वर्टिकल मोशन nth स्टेयर में कितना होगा, nh होगा, क्योंकि ये हॉरिजॉन्टल है. यहाँ से हॉरिजॉन्टल मोशन है तो यहाँ से हम ux और uy दोनों कैसे निकालेंगे, कि एट द मैक्सिमम हाइट जब हॉरिजॉन्टल होता है मोशन प्रोजेक्टाइल में तो uy की वैल्यू कितनी होती है, 0 होती है. तो सिंपली uy की वैल्यू यहाँ पे 0 डालेंगे तो वर्टिकल मोशन डाउन है तो हाफ जी टी स्क्वायर. तो एक इक्वेशन तो मैंने ये निकाल ली. अब दूसरी इक्वेशन जो है हम निकालते हैं हॉरिजॉन्टल से. एक डिस्टेंस वो ट्रैवल करता है b, फिर b, फिर b, फिर b, दूसरा 2b, फिर 3b, 4b, 5b, लाइक दिस. तो अगर हम हॉरिजॉन्टल की बात करें, हॉरिजॉन्टल मोशन में क्या होगा, एन बी हो जाएगा. नाउ हियर द हॉरिजॉन्टल मोशन वी कैन सिंपली सेट द हॉरिजॉन्टल यानी कि रेंज जो होता है वो क्या होता है, यू टी. दिस इज द सेकेंड इक्वेशन. यहाँ से हम टी की वैल्यू निकालते हैं, दैट इज इक्वल टू एन बी बाई यू. Simply we put this value. Now we have to simply plug in the values in the equation 1. अगर हम equation 1 के अंदर जाएं तो इस values को इसके अंदर plug in कर देते हैं. तो we can simply get the value as nh equals to 1/2 g, t की value n b by u whole square. Simply we get the answer among this. So यहाँ पे अब हम इसको क्यों सॉल्व करते हैं इसके लिए, तो n की वैल्यू जो आएगी वो क्या आ जाएगी 2u स्क्वायर. सिंपली इसको सॉल्व कर लेते हैं. n की वैल्यू आएगी 2u स्क्वायर बाय g h by b square. I think we are getting the answer 2u square h upon gb square. Answer is B. 2h u square upon gb square. Yes. So answer is B. Now the problem is about the relation, that the relation between time and the distance x is tax square plus bx, where a and b are the constant. Find the expression. I think it is very simple problem that we have to use the differentiation only. You can see the problem has given in this the relation. The relation is t equals to ax square plus bx. So if we differentiate with respect to time, then dx by dt is what? Dx by dt is what? Velocity. And dv by dt is what? Is the acceleration. And then we simply get the acceleration as answer. So differentiating time with respect to time, we get 1. It is 2ax dx by dt plus b dx upon dt. So this is the first equation that we replace dx by dt by velocity. 2ax v plus b v. Here we simply make the v common and we get the velocity as 1 upon 2a plus b. Now we get velocity. Now what is acceleration? Acceleration is dv by dt. So simply we differentiate by time and we get dv by dt. This is the acceleration. dv by dt as इसको लॉ से करते हैं, so we get 2av upon 2ax plus b whole square, and we get minus 2ab cube. By simplifying this, we get minus 2a by bx plus b whole square is this b cube. So minus 2ab cube is. Now the problem is on the projectile. Projectile is to be launched at an angle of 30 degrees so that it falls beyond the pond of length 20 meters as shown in the figure. What is the range of the value of the initial velocity so that the projectile falls between m and n? Here the 2 points you can see, m and n. Then this object O should fall between this. So what should be the initial velocities? What is the range of the values of the initial velocities so that the projectile falls between m and n? If we need that the object will fall at m, what is the range? It is 10 plus 20, that is 30 meter. And if we make it that object should fall at n, and what is the range? It is 10 plus 20 plus 10, that is 40. So it means it is very much clear that the range should be lie between 30 and 40. What is the initial velocity should be? So here we just simply use that the range formula, the range we know and we get the initial velocities. So what is the range formula? We simply know that the range is equal to u square sine 2 theta upon g. If we take for OM as a range, range for the OM, that is equal to 10 plus 20, which is equal to 30. And for range from O to n, it is 10 plus 20 plus 10, that is 40 meters. So 10 plus 20 plus 10 for m. तो ऑब्जेक्ट क्या करेगा, इस रेंज के अंदर गिरना चाहिए। तो रेंज का सिंपली हम फॉर्मूला लगाएंगे, दैट रेंज शुड बी यू स्क्वायर साइन कितना एंगल है 30 में 60 डिग्री हो गया अपॉन 2g यानी कि 10 की वैल्यू डालते हैं, दैट शुड बी ग्रेटर देन पहला कितना m का लेते हैं, वो m लेते हैं, वो कितना है 30 है, एंड शुड बी लेस देन व्हाट, शुड बी लेस देन m, o m which is 10 plus 20 plus 40 which is 40. So अब इस इक्वेशन को हम सॉल्व करेंगे एंड वी गेट एज द वैल्यूज, सिंपली इनको हम सॉल्व कर लेते हैं, दैट u स्क्वायर must be 18.4 and 21.2. So here we can make the values, get the values, and this is the range. So this is the velocity that should be greater than, and this is the velocity less than. So we get the answer. Let us see this problem. The problem is based on the trajectory of the projectile. The trajectory of a projectile launched from the ground is given by the equation y equals to minus 0.025 x square plus 0.5 x, where x and y are the coordinates of a projectile on a rectangular system of axes. Find the initial velocities and the angle at which the projectile is launched. We have to calculate the initial velocity and the angle. So for this we use the trajectory equation. We simply know that the equation of trajectory is given by that y equals to x tan theta minus 1 by 2 g u square cos square theta into x square. So this is the equation of trajectory. We simply compare this equation with the given equation. From here we can say that this 0.5 x is tan theta. Tan theta equals to 0.5. By using the trigonometry we get the value as theta equals to 26.5 degree. Now we have to find the velocity also, initial velocity. So from here we can see the initial velocity is u. So for initial velocity we simply compare this equation by the second term of x square, that is 0.025. This is the x square component, so this is 0.5 is whole compared to this term, which is also considered the negative, that is 1 by 2 g की वैल्यू 10 डालते हैं, u स्क्वायर cos square theta into some simply this x square is the term. So here we simply get the value as the naught. Theta we had already calculated here. We simply put the value as theta and we get the value of u, which is equal to 15.6 meter per second. So this is the answer that we get for this problem. Here many of the students must be thinking about how we calculate this 26.5 degree. I think we use the simple concept, approximate concept for the trigonometry values. We know the values from 0 to 90 degree. We catch that value for which it is the nearest magnitude. So for tan theta, when it is 0.5, it is nearly close to 30 degree. So from here we can use the approx, but if it is given in the problem, I think it is very much given in the problem, the value should be given that tan theta 0.5 कहाँ पे होता है वो आपको दिया जाएगा, so that you can easily, and also cos square theta, cos theta की वैल्यू भी दी जाएगी कि cos theta यानी cos 26.5 डिग्री की वैल्यू क्या होती है, that is given itself given in the paper, so that you can easily get the answer. Okay.